Oh my god. Fuck. The only way to do it is from the DN node. You think so? We're not going to get an encounter like that, though. Oh my god. Game, what are you doing? Go home. Go home, video game. Go home, video game. Go. Oh god. Okay. So how can we do this? Or can we even do this? I'm starting to think that maybe we can't do this. Or maybe we'd have to separate it out into 2 maneuvers. I mean, we could maybe do it like this, but it's going to cost a lot, right? It's going to be a lot of burn. It's going to be a lot of boo earns. Oh. I don't know if this is worth doing at all, actually. Because then we just risk getting, like, screwed over and then potentially crashing into Duna as well. Use the pink bits to make your orbit flat with the moons, then the encounter should be much easier to find. I don't know if we can afford to do that, though. I don't think we can afford it. Like, that's a huge maneuver. That's gonna just waste all of our fuel. It'll get us into a bit of a better orbit, at least where we could probably do an encounter with Ike, but I don't think we're gonna have the fuel. Like, that's a lot to burn, isn't it? Warp for a bit and the moon will move for you into the right position. You think so? I mean, I could try warping a bit.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Man, Alexa, nobody was even talking to you. I can't even warp that fast, though.
I thought I heard my name.
No, it wasn't Alexa. I wasn't talking to you at all. Sorry. We're too close to Duna to warp. Poor Alexa. Put it on the DN node and click the next orbit button on your maneuver node. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I can do that. So if I add a maneuver, we can't afford this maneuver. It's just too much. It's way too much. We're gonna blast all of our fuel. We need a better maneuver than this. I should try to adjust and like be a bit higher. I wish there was like a way I could forward time around this a bit better. I suppose if I go to the space center, I probably can. If I go to the space center and I focus it from the tracking station, I can forward time that way, right? Get it to line up better, I think. There, that's better, right? We could just cheat a little bit. It was the rice-a-roni really zesty thing, right? Prograde from the Dien Work, it'll just require waiting for the moon for a while. Okay. Let's see if this is any better for us. Oh, we're control locked again. Okay, there we go. Okay, our target's still set. Aha! Oh my god, this maneuver. So I think we can afford to do this, and that'll get us like into like not a terrible spot. Okay, I'm gonna save now before we do this, because when's this coming up? 1 minute and 4 seconds. That sounds about right, actually. It's a long burn, isn't it? I don't think we're gonna have enough fuel for this. Okay, let's point here and see if we can do this burn. Hey, I think we're all right. I think we're okay for fuel. So we want to go to here and hope that we're not going to actually slam into Ike. It doesn't look like we're going to. We're going to be far away from it, but it's fine. We can get like a... Okay. Okay, this maneuver shouldn't be too bad. 157, 146. I'm happy with that. I don't mind that orbit. We don't need to get that close. We just want to do a bit of science, right? So this will probably use up the rest of our fuel. But it'll get us into orbit around Ike, and then we can do some science. Yeah? Not enough fuel for orbit. You don't think so? I think we have maybe just enough. We'll try it. And if we just head off into space, maybe that's fine too. I don't know. think we're gonna start burning at about now. Yeah, perfect. 144 and 154. Boys, we did it. We're orbiting Ike now. For more science. It took a little while, but we got it. That one's done. So if we observe this mystery goo now, 50 science, which we can transmit back. Good. Let's open this and transmit the science. Nice. And then let's also get the thermometer. Transmit it back. And this thing too. Transmit it back. Nice. Hey. Now do a landing. Try landing on Ike. We don't have any instruments for a land. We don't have any means to land. We didn't come here to land on anything. We just came here to do some deep space. That was great. We almost got like a 2-for-1 there. Because we were gonna just get some science like in and around like high space or whatever, but in actual fact we managed to get science from orbiting Duna and Ike as well. And now we can just leave this bad boy stuck in orbit around Ike forever. I think that that's probably fine. Do you guys agree with that? Or not really? When it comes to long-range probing, no one does it like me. I tell you what, we didn't have much fuel left to spare. Look, we were right down to empty. But that's fine. This thing could just stay here forever now. We should have the science that we need for the rover. I think. Yeah, we 406 science now. It's good. That's good. We can research this rover thing. It's in unmanned tech, right? No, it's not. It's field science. So we can get this Probodobodine Rove mate and these Model M1 wheels as well, which is kind of sexy, though. Make sure you do the science in a low orbit around Ike. It's too late for that now. It's just too late for that. We could send another probe out to do that. It's honestly, that's fine. Okay, let's research this then. Perfect. I have 100 research left if we want to grab like aerodynamics. This is all like plane stuff though, isn't it? That we haven't really been using. Okay, let's just save this research for whatever we're gonna research next. Good. And then let's go to the space plane hangar to make the rover. So this is the Probodobodine Rove mate. The Probodobodine. Okay. We need some wheels on this bad boy. What are these Rove Max Model M1s? These must be better, right? Oh my god, they're huge. The size of these wheels. I think we probably want these bad boys. They're a little bit smaller, right? Why is it trying to... Why is it fucking with me? So bad. It's because I have this on? Why is it trying to go like around a circle? I don't understand that. I can't put them flat like on this part here without them like curving around. Button next to the symmetry one. Oh, is it because of this? Oh, I see, I see. It's because I had the angle snap on, that's why. Okay, how do we want our spicy rover to look? And where do we want to send this thing to? Do we want to send it deep out to like Duna? Or do we want to... Oh, shit. You know what? I think we want these closer to the top. Oh man, this thing looks fucking awesome already. Look at this. It's so good. It's really good, no? Do some drifting in the core of the sun. Test it on the moon or Minmus first. Yeah, I think we will actually. I think we could fit this thing into like the big service bay, and then have like a lunar lander. We can land it on the moon, and then put the stairs down so that it's flat. Open the service bay, and it can just drive out, and then we can use it for like moon stuff. We can gather a whole bunch of moon science. It's like a weird ant. Make a sweet monster truck. Okay. That's a great idea. Maybe I should definitely think about doing that. Okay, so this thing, while it's out here, it's gonna need, it's gonna run on electricity, right? So we're gonna want it to have some panels. It's gonna need to have many panels. The only thing is, though, is if we put the panels like this, there's no room to put all of the science that I want to put on this thing. So we're gonna have to, like, do that. And that. And then let's have, like, some at the back as well. Right? Good. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that's enough stuff. Okay, and then let's have like a big battery for this thing too. Where can we shove this big battery? The front or the back? I think on the back is probably the best spot, right? Just for when it's dark, we want this thing to be able to actually do its thing, right? Okay, so it has a big battery on the back. What else do we need on this? An antenna? If we're on the moon, the Communitron 16 is enough, right? Is the Communitron 16 enough for the moon? Lights. Yeah, we'll put some lights on, don't worry. We'll have some lights on it. Headlights, it was okay. I know I didn't return from Duna, I just took a probe there, but it is there. Yeah? Need an antenna with relay on my ship. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll have the ship stay up there, and this bit'll come off. The lander bit'll come off, right? Maybe use 2 of the smaller batteries. The big antenna looks cooler. Yes. I want this thing to like be on the back like this. That looks pretty good. That's nice. Can I move this now? There, it looks like a bit more realistic now, right? Okay, so when we drop this thing, we have to have something in orbit that has relay. I mean, we probably want that anyway, right? It's gonna be butt heavy? I don't know, we'll try it out. We'll try it out. It probably won't be too bad because we're gonna put some science and stuff on here, right? Like we're gonna have the mystery goo container. Actually, we might get a couple of these because we can get it from the different biomes, right? On the moon. So let's put a couple of these things. Let's put a couple of these things on. Just how many biomes are there on the moon? Because we'll use this thing to explore the moon as much as we can. Because it'll be much better than landing and fucking running around on it. Right? Hi? It has drills. Put a drill on the front. You can put cheap comm satellites around each thing you want to visit. There's about 20 biomes? Oh, fuck. How do I reset these things? With a scientist? So we might need to get a scientist to the moon as well. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's get the thermometer on here. And then let's get this pressure thing at the back here too. So hang on, let's move this bad boy over a little. Let's move the battery over a little too. Fuck, this is pretty cool, isn't it? Holy shit. Okay, we have to move this out a little bit again, because it's like, it's sort of gone back in. Alright, what else can we put on this bad boy? Put a chair on the front of it for the science. You can put a seat on the rover. Front wheels need moving forward. Oh yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Because it's gonna just tip over, isn't it? Okay, what else do we need on this bad boy? What else can we even put on this bad boy? Some stairs? We don't need some stairs on it. We're gonna just use the crappy communitron, and then we're gonna relay back from the ship that's gonna orbit the moon. I don't think we need any of this stuff. Some aerodynamics? No, I don't think we need any aerodynamics. Do we want to put a clampotron on the front of it?
Ooey ooh ah ah, ting tang walla walla bing bang.
So that it can clamp onto the no, put junior. Wait, can a junior link up with a senior, or do they have to both be the same? Lights. Oh shit, yeah, we need some lights. You're right about that, actually. No? Well, this is what the junior is for. No. Okay, if you put them together. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that our moon base has the senior on it, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure. Utility. Lights. Hello, no, I would not like to move that. I'm gonna put some headlights on. I'm gonna give it some cool headlights. I gotta move these bad boys down though. It doesn't seem to want to let me move them down. So maybe I can just like rotate them. I mean, sure. Move. Rotate. Aha. Oh, that's better. Okay. Just for when it's dark, okay? It's got some headlights now. Right. What else does this thing need on it? It would be ideal to clamp it. But I don't think it's going to be able to clamp. It needs a big thing. It needs a blinker. Now it's a sad beetle. Have I played add a seat for the scientist to reset experiments? I don't think I don't think I have a seat though. I don't think I have a seat. I think that's maybe further along. Like the moon buggy. Does he need to be able to sit in it to do it? Probably, right? I do have one. Where? It's in the command pod section. Pods. Oh, it's this thing. It's this little seat here. God, it's really small, isn't it? Okay. Okay. I mean, are we happy with this? Okay. Good. Okay, should we test it out? Let's launch it. Are you ready? Let's test it out with somebody in it. Let's put Bill in this thing. Wait, Bill can't go in that. Why can't Bill go in this? Okay, let's test it out. It's very cute. The seat is upside down. What the hell? Is it? That looks fine to me. Look, they put their bum there, their feet there, and these are the controls, right? So, it's weird because forward is forward, but then left is right and right is left. Is there a way to fix that? Let's put the lights on. Oh shit, yeah, look at the fucking lights too. How's our charge? It's not bad, actually. How do I... This is cool, though. This looks fucking awesome. This is definitely use docking mode. That low center Q and E to rotate the wheels. Okay. As if this isn't fucking amazing, though. Look at it. It looks so good. Can you automate a Rover? The seat's meant to be vertical. That looks fine to me. No? Go off-road. Drive backwards. Q and E. Add landing struts so it can stand up. You can invert the steering in the space plane hangar. Okay. I'll try that. Okay, let's revert this flight to the space plane hangar. How do I invert the steering? Where's the button to do that? Crap. That I did not want to do, though. Steering direction, normal. Motor direction, normal. Steering, inverted. Okay, let's test it out. Now that the steering has been inverted. Add one more solar panel because it looked like it wasn't recharging when idle. Okay. Let's see, is this better? Yeah, that worked. It's fine. Okay, so while we're driving around, our electric charge is pretty good. The sun is out, and it looks like if we stop, it takes a long time to slow this thing down once you pick up some speed. But I guess it works sort of like the same way that the thrusters do, where I think we could just go like, let's go like 1 meter per second, and then we don't. Oh no, it does slow down. It does slow us down. Okay. So while, if we're just sitting here idle, are we recharging? We are. But very slowly. I mean, the sun exposure is not great. The sun is now setting. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, it's charging okay. When we got like full sun on us, it's fine. It takes a little while to recharge. Like, could be better. Maybe we need some more solar panels. I have an idea actually. Okay, let's revert this back to the space plane hangar. You ready? Extendable solar panels? I don't think we need that. I think we could probably shove some on the sides here without it causing any problems. They're kind of hidden away, I guess, but it's probably fine, right? There. How's that? That should be fine, right? That's a lot of solar panels. Thrusters. In case the sun tries to shank us from the side. You never know. You may, hopefully it'll get some. So were you guys saying that this thing is not on, right? No, this is definitely on, right? I think that's right. I think they got big feet, right? Those are the foot pads. It's gotta be. Or I'll eat my own hat. Okay, let's save this, and then we can leave. Okay, so we're gonna send this rover to the moon to begin with. No symmetry. That's fine. Put some solar panels inside in case it explodes and needs some power after. You can alt-click on components to copy them, so you don't have to go back to the menu. What if it gets turned over? Well, fuck. If it gets fucking turned over, then it's game over, man. That's it. Okay, so let's open up the Rice-A-Roni Lunar Explorer with tangy, whatchamacallit, 26 parts. Okay, look at this thing. It's incredible. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna need for this lander, because we're gonna have to land this thing down, right? We're not just gonna land the rover down on its own, because that's gonna be a nightmare. We're gonna have like a unit. So we're gonna try to land this thing. Actually, it doesn't matter where we land it, because this thing can just drive back to the lunar base after it does some science, right? It'll be fine. Okay, so if we go into payload and we get the 2.5 service bay, right? And then we say that we want to reroute. Okay, hang on a second. First things first. We have to send, we're gonna send a man to the moon as well, okay? And he's gonna drive around on this thing for a bit, and he's gonna live in the base. So we're gonna have to hire somebody as well, right? That's fine. We can hire somebody after crew. We're gonna hire a scientist and we're gonna take them to the moon. Okay, so they're gonna have to go in the Mark 1 command pod and come down to the moon with this thing. Okay, good. Okay, so let's reroute. Don't want this thing to be the route. What? Use the lander pod, it's cooler. It's gonna roll around in the service bay. No, it'll be fine, I think. It'll be fine. How do I reroute this thing to be the main thing? No. Cannot use the route tool on a single part. What? Am I missing something here? Take 2 rocket parts. Use the reroute option on those. Oh, okay. So hang on. So if I do like... Oh, it's because we have to like attach it to something. What the fuck? How come what the fuck? Why won't this work? Add a radio decoupler on the rover and then put the pod on it. Rover then pod. Oh, you gotta click on the rover first, I see. Select a set of 2 or more parts to reroute. That did not work either. My god, does anyone else just find this fucking annoying? Like, what? Nobody knows. Okay, cool. Click the rover first. I have done that. I've done that. I clicked the rover. No other valid parts to attach by in the current selection. Pod needs to be attached to reroute. Rotate the rover flat and then attach the pod to it. That's what we're gonna do. And then reroute it like that. Okay, we've got it, boys. Finally. Fuck. Okay, what's this? This is like a rover mission, right? We're gonna send a rover to the moon. So we need this one. Good. That looks great. Okay. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna have the pod, and then we're gonna have this payload, which is gonna be the service bay. So this is what we're gonna land, right? And then we're gonna put this bad boy in here. I don't know if, like, it feels like we need, like, a point to attach it to. That's not, like, we'd need, like, something on the side, potentially, because I don't think we could just leave it loose. It might be that it's, like, I mean, we could do it like that, but it'll be stuck in there like that, right? It'll get stuck. How can we do this, guys? How the hell do we do this? I thought it would fit for sure. Small decoupler. You need a decoupler, a small decoupler. Oh, okay, I see. Oh yeah, well we need to decouple it from this anyway, right? Decoupler. So if we put like a small, we have to open this. I mean, the wheels are kind of going through though. Does that matter? Maybe we could do something like this. Hold up. Hold up. This might work, right? We just need the really small decoupler. Right, and then I think that's fine. I think that's probably okay, right? When it lands, we can decouple it and then just drive it out. Should have the charge and everything. Now test it. Okay. Let's test it, shall we? Okay, we don't need a parachute on this because we're going to be sending a guy down to the moon in this thing. This thing... What did I just do? Where the fuck is it? No. Where did the rover go? I did Control Z. I did Control Z. Oh, there it is. Okay. I can't believe I did that by accident. I can't believe I accidentally did that. Okay, so hang on a second. What did we use here again? It was this adapter. And then we needed this little decoupler. It was this really tiny one. And then we mount this thing on it. Perfect. Okay, let's close the door. Okay, and then let's launch this thing and test it out. We'll see if this works, okay? Okay, so we open, and then we find the decoupler and decouple. And then how do we switch to the actual rover? Oh my god, it's stuck. But wait. It's fine. It works. Oh, look at it. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that's great. That's good, isn't it? Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's go back to vehicle assembly. And let's send this motherfucker to the moon. Oh, this is gonna be great, guys. Holy shit. I'm looking forward to this. Alright, what else do we need on this lander? We're gonna need... we are gonna need... So it's safe in there. It'll be nice and safe in there. Let's put this brand adapter thing here like this. Okay, that has to be on the bottom, right? So that means that we're gonna have to have some, probably some fuel tanks like on the side. Because this thing needs to be able to touch the ground. Actually, you know what we could do? I'll tell you what we could do, actually. We could put some thruster packs on here. And just lift this thing off. Right? And then under here we'll have another decoupler. like that, right? And that'll deliver the thing. So it doesn't even need struts or anything. We're just gonna land it down on the ground with the pilot inside. That should be fine. Okay, so under here we're gonna want a fuel tank. And let's go for the poodle since we can. And we're gonna have the landing struts as well. Landers. Let's go for these landing struts. I think they need to be a little tiny bit lower. Okay, that should be fine. Do you think the poodle's gonna be too much actually? Use the side boosters and not RCS. Really? You think so? What? These linear RCS things? RCS overkill? Put more RCS thrusters on it. Don't do the same mistake as last time. The bay won't be on the floor. Use 6 poodles. It's a fat lander. Yeah, it is a pretty fat lander, isn't it? I don't want to use 6 poodles. So what, you think actually just use these side ones? What? You need engines on the side of the service bay. No, I won't. What are you talking about? It'll be fine. We need like a ramp. Is there some way that we can get a ramp? Can we have a ramp? Is that possible? $69 Labradors. Should we put some... Look, why don't we put some of these on the side and then we can just take it off like that? That would be good, right? What are these? Ant liquid fuel engines. Oh, they're just like little tiny liquid fuel engines. What do these hook up to? Can they hook up to these external tanks? Like on the side? Can we? Is that what they're for? No, not quite. Where would I put these things? I don't know how to get this thing off here. I was just gonna use RCS, but maybe it's not enough. Maybe it's not enough to lift the thing off. We can always try it, right? It's a bit different on Earth though, isn't it? Like it's never gonna work on Earth, right? It's not gonna have the punch needed. Okay, so if we go RC. Okay, if we decouple here and then we go like what is it? H. I don't know what happened. That we can't test this here, right? We can't use RCS on Kerbal. But having said that, will they work on the moon? I'm not sure that they will, you know. Let's see. Hang on. What does it say? Tolerance. It doesn't actually say what. Do we just need some like... What are these? they work. But what? How much fuel do these things have in them? None. So we need to have a couple of these external fuel tanks as well, right? And hook them up to it. Will they get it? I mean... Okay, let's see. I don't know what these things do. I'm happy to test it out, though. No need for the ducts. Oh, because it's on... Okay, I don't know why that happens, but... Hang on a second. Hang on. Hang on. I have to change this around a little. Hang on a second. Okay. So hang on. So we have that. Please no. Okay, the engine's been shut down. Then this, and then not that though. Hang on. That. Oh. Oh my god. This... No! Okay. Oh my god. Wait, do I have... Wow, those things... Holy crap. I think I destroyed the launch pad. Hang on a sec. Wow, these things have... These things pack a real punch. Jeez. God. I think that's like too much. That's way too much. That's a little bit too much for me. How the hell are we gonna get this thing onto the ground? If we detach this, like... Oh no, we can't really, right? What the fuck was that? You could just limit the thrust. Oh, I suppose I could just limit the thrust, yeah. I just think that that's gonna be a bit of a fucking ball ache on the moon to maneuver around. There's gotta be an easier way, right? Gravity is less. Put the little square engines. These little things. These little tiny ones. They need to be like... Can that work? There's no way that this works, right? Well, fuck it. We gotta try it. Okay, so there's that, and then we want that. We don't want to decouple that one. We'll just do that one manually, right? Okay, let's try it. We'll try it out. It's a lot of fuel? Yeah, well... It's just for looks, right? Okay, so that's off. Will those work on the moon? And having one on either side is not the best, right? Fuck. Flawless. Yeah, I know. Fuck, I don't know how to do this. There's gotta be an easier way, right? There's gotta be an easier way. What happened last time we tried to use the RCS thrusters? It just didn't do it. It wasn't enough, right? It didn't lift it up. It'll only work in space. Use side engines. God, there has to be an easier way. How can we get this thing flat down on the moon? Do you think the rover, if the rover just drove out, it would be okay? Directly onto the moon? Probably not, right? Engine plates. Old setup was fine, just limit the thrust. You think so? These things are nuts, though. So just limit the thrust, like, big time. To like 20.5. Oh, fuck. Limit the thrust. And then just move it away and then land it. Needs more alcohol fuel. This feels a little bit nutty. All this to get a fucking... Okay, you know what? Screw it. We'll try it. We'll try it, okay? Okay, let's retract these. Fuck it. You never know until you try it, right? Luckily we got a whole bunch of money as well. Okay, so the decoupler can go there. Are these fuel tanks gonna fucking blow up? Again, let's just try it out, shall we? Okay, so we're gonna need to have we're gonna need one of these things, and we're gonna need one of these things as well, because we're bringing a scientist with us, right? We're bringing an actual scientist with us. Oh, I know what we could do. I mean, okay, so the whole thing will just be encased in here, ready to go when when it's ready to go. Why not? Why not, guys? Okay, we're gonna need a communications device thing up here as well. So this is all hopefully gonna make it up here. We're gonna need a relay. Can this do relay? Direct. This can do, the high gain antenna can do the relay. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna bring a scientist with us. And then the probe thing is gonna do all of the steering and stuff, right? You don't know if you test it? It is a big space butt plug, isn't it? It's nuts. How much does this weigh so far? 17 tons. Okay, we're gonna need some big boys here for sure. That's not the big boy that I was thinking about.